Unfortunately, after the Cold War, our foreign policy veered badly off course. Logic was replaced with foolishness and arrogance, which led to one foreign policy disaster after another.
He wasn't entirely wrong about this. George H.W. Bush.
Iraq will not be permitted to annex Kuwait.
Bill Clinton.
Nowhere today is the need for American leadership more stark or more immediate than in Bosnia.
George W. Bush.
The United States and our allies are authorized to use force in ridding Iraq of weapons of mass destruction.
And Barack Obama.
We struck regime forces approaching Benghazi to save that city and the people within it.
All launched multiple foreign wars, very few of which made Americans safer. Many ended in humiliation and disaster, and some still haven't ended. These foreign follies were deeply unpopular. Americans are willing to spend vast sums to support a military that defends this nation, but they're not willing to pay for large-scale nation-building projects abroad. And yet, the foreign policy establishment denigrated and dismissed such concerns, and both major parties put forward candidates committed to a global military presence and more foreign wars. And then 2016 happened.
The countries we are defending must pay for the cost of this defense. And if not, the U.S. must be prepared to let these countries defend themselves.
Donald Trump won by espousing views that establishment Republicans and Democrats both said would prove disqualifying. He criticized America's alliances, questioned the benefits of global trade, and doubted the value of promoting human rights abroad. He even dared criticize a Republican president's wars during a Republican primary debate.
The war in Iraq, we spent $2 trillion, thousands of lives. We don't even have it. Iran is taking over Iraq with the second largest oil reserves in the world. Obviously, it was a mistake.
It's not accurate to say that Donald Trump won office because of his foreign policy views, but it's obvious that they did not prevent him from attaining high office.
Ours was not a campaign, but rather an incredible and great movement.
Even if he isn't able to fulfill his promise to put America first, someone else might be elected in the future who is more committed and more skilled at putting such ideas into practice. But America's ability to police the world while others watch from the sideline was waning long before Donald Trump took up residence at 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue. America's power is declining relative to that of other states. This trend will not be reversed by a concerted effort to make America great again. America's economy will continue to grow and may even accelerate, but other countries are rising too. So we shouldn't take it for granted that we can spend whatever we want, whenever we want, but other countries can't. American influence is also declining, and not just because of Trump's erratic behavior and belligerent tweets. People around the world have been angered by Washington's behavior for years. In its self-appointed role as the world's policeman, the United States has initiated more conflicts and added more fuel to existing ones than any other country on the planet. So others around the world are less inclined to defer to Washington's wishes. And Americans should welcome this. For one thing, shedding some of the burdens of being the world's sole superpower will allow Americans to focus on more urgent problems here at home. Plus, a world with more capable and empowered actors might even be a more peaceful one. Others might actually be more successful at diffusing or deterring conflicts in the first place, or from preventing small wars from spiraling into larger ones. Americans, too, might grow to appreciate the benefits that flow from diplomacy and mutually beneficial trade, and stop viewing foreign policy strictly through a military lens. The American people in 2016 had many reasons for wanting their elected officials to reorient American foreign policy away from global military dominance, away from foolish foreign wars, and toward better burden sharing. But our broken foreign policy has only gotten worse under Donald Trump. Our new book explains why and how we can recover. Find out more at cato.org.